The Tory party gets hit by an electoral asteroid, the likes of which only the dinosaurs have seen.
Yorkshire, where Jane Garvey is at Rishi Sunak's count and is joined by one of the candidates. Have you got the Prime Minister, Jane?
I think we know.
I haven't got the Prime Minister, but I've got something a lot better. A member of, well, are you the aristocracy? I've landed gentry. I never quite know where a count fits in. It's Binface, of course, everybody. Good morning from Northallerton Leisure Centre at the sexy time of, 18 minutes to 2 in the morning.
Binface versus Binfire, as the Tory party gets hit by an electoral asteroid, the likes of which only the dinosaurs have seen. It's fantastic. I love being here. To answer your first question, you know, I'm space aristocracy, but over here I've announced my peerage. That's the kind of guy I am.
Oh, you've got so much, you're authentic, you're credible. Honestly, if I were a constituent round here, I'd have so voted for you, Binface, I really would. I have to say, there's just been an announcement, hasn't there? Now, I don't want to, we're told we'll get the result here in, lest we forget, the Prime Minister's constituency at about 4 o'clock.
Not for long.
Yeah, but they haven't started counting, have they?
They're just about to start counting. This is what you call the end of the prologue. So in Lord of the Rings terms, it's about halfway through the first film. So you've got a long way to go. But that's okay, because it's not like I'm sweating and nearly dying inside my armour. I'm built for this kind of stuff, Jane. And you just got, who knows, there might even be a recount. So, you've got to strap in for the ride.
You think, there might be a recount because you actually have come a close second, possibly, to the Prime Minister?
Well, maybe not numerically, but morally speaking, I think the victory is mine. But the Labour Party have, if you haven't noticed, done quite well. And so, you never know. Tom Wilson might be coming up on the stand side against Rishi. It's likely Rishi's won. That's the only time you're going to say that tonight. And we'll see. But, one vote would be enough for me. It's an honour just to be here, Jane.
Oh, yes. No, I get that.
Intergalactic witness of political history.
So thank you, Binface. You went there when no one else dared.
That's what I do.
And that's what he does. That's what he does. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jane.
There's no doubt that... I've got loads more to say, but don't worry. Back to you, Matt.
Well, no, it's Jane. Anyone watching on YouTube can see it's Jane Garvey, actual broadcasting legend, Jane Garvey in a leisure centre interviewing a man with a bin on his head.
He was quite close to Jane as
Very
well.
close. If he'd leant over, he could have bonked her on the head. We'll go live to Richmond in Yorkshire because Fee Glover is in Rishi Sunak. Sorry, it's Jane Garvey. I knew I was going to do it. I thought I might have done that a bit later. Jane Garvey is live in Yorkshire. Jane, are you there?
Well, that got off to a terrific start, didn't it? Yes, good evening,
What's
Matt.
the mood there like?
And
Are they
celebrity pals.
popping coins, popping champagne corks?
What do you think? I'm actually, just to be really pedantic, I'm at the Northallerton Leisure Centre, and Richmond is actually about 30 minutes away, in fact, by car, I'm here to tell you. So Rishi Sunak obviously isn't here yet. He's due in the wee small hours of tomorrow morning. Everyone thinks he's hung on to his seat. I think if you were waiting for a moment of epic political drama, the first time a Prime Minister loses his seat, it won't happen this time round. He's going to cling on. Actually, I hate to back up all the stuff that people have been saying over the last couple of weeks. I think here he's well liked. He's a good constituency MP. He's won over quite a lot of people who might have been somewhat resistant to the idea of a bloke like Rishi Sunak coming to this part of the world. And I think he's got a lot of local respect. So I'm here to tell you he's going to hang on. That's the news from Northallerton. The glamour is unending, by the way. I'm standing underneath a basketball net. There's a burger van in the car
everything
park.
we want. It's got everything we want. Only the squeak of plimsolls
Fabulous.
on sports hall tiles.
Yes, all of that.
All of that. How would you describe the smell, Jane?
It's all happening. Well, there's, deep heat is certainly lingering. I went on TripAdvisor just to have a look, and a lot of people are complaining about the wave machine. So, look, political careers, they up and, Aisha will know and Ed will know as well. Ebb and flow, and here's a place that Rishi Sunak's political career could have ended, but it hasn't. Okay, so nobody need panic. If you want to go to sleep, you can probably go.
No, Jane, that's not what you call trailing ahead. We want some jeopardy.
Strike up the band.
I'm just hearing from a Lib Dem source. They think they're going to win 47 seats rather than 61. They say that would beat their 1997 result, which would be an astonishing night for the Liberal Democrats. That was obviously under Paddy Ashton in 1997. So we should bear in mind, and there is often some movement in the exit poll, and there will be an update, I think, at some point as some of the results have been coming in. In a moment, we're going to go to the seats of Grant Shapps and Jacob Rees-Mogg. But Callum MacDonald, you've got, several, I think, of these.
Results.
Yes, two to bring you. So we're Cranlington and Killingworth, first of all, which Labour have held.
Oh, sorry, you want me to do it? That's fine.
Labour hold.
I've got all the buttons,
Only if you fancy it.
Yeah.
Labour with 49.1% of the vote, actually adding 4.7% since 2019. Reform UK in second place with 20.8%, and the Conservatives with 18.9%. Interesting, Cramlington and Killingworth, probably potentially one of the easier red wall seats or wins for Labour. It covers much. You mentioned Blythe Valley a little while ago, James, which was won by the Tory candidate in 2019 by just over 700 votes, and so that puts that into context. But let's also bring you the result from South Shields, which is another Labour hold.
Labour hold.
And this is one that James will want to talk about. Labour with 41.1% of the vote. Reform, so they win, they hold it. Reform UK with 23% of the vote. In third place, the Greens with 14.8%, and so in fourth place, the Conservatives with 11.2%.
Wow.
And I think what we're seeing in seats like South Shields and also the Newcastle Central result, where Labour has gone backwards, we're seeing Reform potentially squeezing their vote in the working class areas of the seat, and perhaps the Greens, Lib Dems and Independents squeezing the Labour vote in the more affluent middle class studenty parts of the seat. Because actually the swing away from Labour, away from the Conservatives in South Shields, is actually only 6 points. It's not devastating, even though the Conservatives are right down in fourth place. But, the attrition of the Labour vote there looks like they're being squeezed on both sides. By the way, that is another one to add to this now 100% record of North East seats where Reform is in second to Labour.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And then the Conservatives in fourth